Hello friends, welcome back, Painting with Harold, and this is part 2 of the making mistakes and trying to repair them. And I think in this part we're going to do clouds. When you're watching a video and you're watching somebody that paints that's giving some sort of instruction, you may hear them say something along the lines of, keep the brush moving, keep the brush moving. Alright, let me show you what happens. This is what happens when you do a cloud. And let's just say, for instance, we come from up here. We come in and we make little circles. We keep that brush moving. Just keep it moving. Constantly moving. See how the brush is never stopping? I mean, you can flip it over and come back into these tops. But just, you want to constantly keep that brush moving. You never want to let it stop. Just keep it moving. Got a little hair right there. Just keep that brush moving. Now see how that cloud it just looks like a cloud. What you want to do is, once you get a cloud done like that, is you want to pick you up a clean dry brush, whether it be a 1 inch or a 2 inch. And when you come up here to blend it, you want to blend with a corner of the brush. Now, I want to show you just the corner is what's touching. Let me get this hair out of the way. With just the corner, you want to come up and you want to blend just from about middle ways down. You don't want to blend out the top. You just want to blend out the bottom. And this is a gentle blend. It's not I'm not blending real hard right there. Let me get this little hair. I don't know where all these hairs are coming from. Alright. Now, when we come up to fluff up the clouds, what we call it, it's a stroke just like this. Just real light. And it's up and back, up and back. Now if you do this several times slow, before you try to develop a whole lot of speed, when you do get some speed, it almost becomes natural, because your body develops muscle memory, and if you do something a certain way, it's like practicing something wrong. The more you do it wrong, the more you're going to continue to do it wrong, because that's the way your muscles remember to do it. So practice slow. You don't have to be in a hurry to paint a painting. A lot of people think that, just because Bob finished a painting in 27 minutes, 26 minutes, that you have to do that. You do not have to do that unless you're on TV and the director or producer says that's all you got. Well, then of course you have to do it that fast. But if you're at home just painting to be happy, don't put a time restraint on yourself, because that's just asking for problems. Alright, now with that being said, let's show you what happens if you don't keep the brush moving. Okay, we're going to go in. We're going to pick up another fan brush just like we had. We're going to load the brush up just like we did on both sides. And when we come up to do our next cloud, let's just say we come right here and we just set in one spot and we blend, and we just turn that brush in one spot and don't keep it moving the way you need to, and you just sit there and Well, what you end up with right there is a big old cotton ball in the sky. Then when you try to come up and blend it, and you come up and you blend out the bottom, well, with all that paint in there, you're not really doing anything. And then, if you come up to fluff that up, well, you're still not really doing anything. You're still ending up with a cotton ball up here. And that's basically what it looks like. Well, you might think to yourself, okay, that's not the kind of cloud I want. What did I do wrong? Well, to fix that, what you do is, you can pick up your knife, and you can come up here, and you can scrape off, or scrape across, this cloud up here. Just scrape across, just like so. And you can come back with that brush, with that 1-inch brush, and you can sit here and blend this in just a little. Just blend it in. You can tap it, or you can do whatever you need to do to get it to blend in some. Then you can come back down to your phthalo blue and pick you up just a stain on that brush. And come back up here and just rub it in. And you basically got rid of that entire cotton ball. And then all you got to do is come back. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean out this fan brush right quick so I can show you. And it's this way with every cloud. I mean, it's not just this cloud that you do with a fan brush. It's any cloud you make. You got to keep that. You got to keep that brush moving. So when you come back up, keep that brush moving. Keep it going around on the canvas. Come back under the bottom. Kind of give yourself a little body under here. You can come out here and give yourself a little point if you want to. But just like that. And then when you get ready to go back up this time to blend, just come along the bottom with just that corner, real lightly, blend out the bottom again. Now a lot of times when you're watching somebody paint and they're doing something kind of fast, it almost looks like they're applying a lot of pressure. And the speed that they're doing it don't really interpretate pressure. All it means is they've been doing it long enough that when they do it, it's not different than pressure. It's just they know how much pressure to apply to do something. And once you learn that amount of pressure it takes to do something, well, then all you got to do is just do it. Your speed will come. That's the thing. Speed will come to you over time. But now, if you mess up on a cloud, just remember, it's light. Everything is light. All the touches are light. That's no matter how fast the person teaching is going, he's using light pressure if he's filling with a cloud. Because, and the way I remember this, or the way to think about it is, clouds are soft, so use soft pressure. Now, as far as making clouds, you can like, to come back over this one, you can leave yourself a little space under here and stack clouds. But even at that, they're all made the same. You got to keep the brush moving. I think that's one of the biggest secrets in making a cloud. Now, since we're on clouds, one thing that, and I don't care what you use to make this cloud, one of the big mistakes a lot of people make, and I'll show you how to fix it. But now this mistake would be if it happened further up. If this mistake right here would have happened further up. But let's take down here in the horizon where this is real light. When you come up here to make a cloud, even though you're keeping your brush moving and you're doing everything right that you're supposed to do, well, your cloud just is not showing up. You know, I mean, it's just not showing up. Well, the reason for that is this color's too light for a cloud to show up right there. Now, if that happens up here, well, all you do is take you a napkin and come in here and just rub that white out, just like so. And then take your brush that's got your color on it. Now this, like I said, this would be if you're up higher. Come in here and add your little color to your sky. Now of course you're going to be adding this color up top, you know, because you don't want a lot of color down here at the bottom. You got to have some dark to show light. That's the golden rule, or one of the golden rules. You got to have dark to show light. Now you can see the difference in color right here. See how blue this section is as opposed to this section? Well, now when you load your brush up with white paint and you come back to do a cloud, well, there it is. You know, it shows up just like so. And then you come up real light, blend out the bottom. No matter how fast you're going, it's still a light touch. Fluff it up, still a light touch. And then set it down in the canvas, still a light touch. No matter how fast I'm moving, still a light touch. And just like that, you made another cloud. Now, it won't really matter to us right now that we are, you know, that we got this one here and it's in our horizon and all that. We won't fret that because it can be easily covered up. We'll just come over here and thin out our horizon some. Just like so. Just like so. All right, now, I think that should help you quite a bit when it comes to doing clouds. Now you know what to do if you have any mistakes. Just fix them. Just that easy. Part 3 coming.